Welcome to the inside of the Kia Seltos, which is a mid-size SUV, and it is one of the most popular types of vehicles in South Africa. The Seltos is a fairly new nameplate to the Kia brand, and it has been quite popular. This is the 2024 updated, refresh, facelifted version, and it looks really nice. It's very handsome. This is the perfect family car. It's very spacious and it's quite funky as well. It's cool. It has a lot of gadgets. One of the main features that I like is this massive panoramic sunroof. Check it out. What do you think about that? Oh, whoops, let's not open it all the way, but it does open like that. Very nice, fresh air coming inside there, as well as fresh light, but I'll leave it halfway open. Let's just close that bit. This unit is the top spec GT line derivative, and it is powered by a 1.5 litre turbocharged petrol engine, which is new to the range, and it comes with the facelifted model. It's paired up with a 7-speed DCT dual clutch transmission that does really well at shifting. It's very smart, very intuitive, and it is geared at being fuel efficient and having a smooth drive, which the Seltos really does well. It's relaxing, it's calming, and it's a very pleasant drive in the city. Maneuvering it around is very pleasant. It doesn't feel as big as it is. It's like out of the range that I've drove of the rivals, which is like the Toyota Corolla Cross, Samuda, and there's the Cherry, and also the Honda. This feels very cool driving it in the city. It's very small, very relaxing. Like I said, the steering wheel also feels nice, very pleasantly weighted. It feels a bit smaller than other steering wheels, but I'm not sure about that. Feels nice in my hand, multifunctional of course, and it's very commanding. The inputs are registered really nicely. Drive quality is pleasant, like I said. It feels well planted. The chassis feels very well put together, and I do like that. I popped it into sport. I'm gonna check how quick this thing launches. Let's go. Wheel spin. That was a bit slow on the first upshift, but let's see from this robot how it pulls. With this taxi? No, bro. So these are the different sounds that are built in. This is bird singing with the sea, cricket conversation, night convoy, calm sea waves, rainy days, my favorite one, and then birds of the sea. Let's just go back and mute that. I like the buttons on the multifunctional steering wheel, very nice. It also has a voice memo. Let's just pull. See how quick this vehicle launches. Let's go, foot down. Slam the brakes. Oh, brakes are very nice. Let's make it over this arrow. Can we make it? Okay, yes we can. Nice downshifts. Nice power, nice control on the steering wheel as well. Very nice. It's also, I didn't tell you guys that at the back there are those twin pipes that look very cool. Looks like the Type R vibes, but obviously not as aggressive on the Kia Seltos, which is a family car. Even though this GT line is labeled and marketed as more sporty, it's still a family vehicle. It is very good value for money. Build quality is spectacular. I like it. With the GT line you get these cool seats that look funky. I don't like the two-tone nature of it, but it is what it is. It stands out and it looks cool. The interior is very pleasantly set up, very simple, easy to use. I like that there are buttons incorporated down here in the air conditioning, that's always pleasant. Apple CarPlay, of course, and digital driver display, crisp and clear, and they show you everything you need to know, from your fuel efficiency to how much fuel you are using on average, like under the pedal, so it's consistently updating. Right now I'm averaging 8.1 liters per 100 kilometers, which is quite high because I've been doing mostly city driving with lots of stopping and starting. So, and it was very pleasant, like I must mention again. It's my first Kia that I have on test for Snap Change Media, but I've obviously driven lots of these Kia vehicles before. I've driven the Picanto, I've driven the Sportage, which has won Car of the Year last year. So that is a phenomenal vehicle. A lot of journalists have been raving about that. I liked it. I did like the Qashqai, which is in the same division as the Sportage, but that vehicle has been discontinued. So the Sportage is the vehicle just above the Seltos. So for this GT line, the pricing for the GT line is very close to the pricing for entry level Sportage, but you obviously won't get as much spec as this GT line is equipped with. Under the hood of the GT line, like I said, is a 1.5 litre turbocharged petrol engine with a 7-speed DCT clutch, and it makes 118 kilowatts and 253 newton meters to the front wheels. These are 18-inch alloys, and they do amazing job at gripping. It feels really well, it handles very nicely together with the steering, like I've mentioned. There's also 3 drive modes. It's Eco drive mode, normal drive mode, and sport drive mode, and they're self-explanatory, and they obviously are connected to what the gearbox does. Together with the spec, you get auto hold on the handbrake with electronic handbrake, very pleasant. There's also reverse view camera that does help you with parking. So with the GT line, you are getting a lot of spec as well as the added beautifications, which really look amazing, and they are very attractive and very cool, but it comes at a price. The Kia Seltos slots between the Kia Sonet and the Sportage. It is priced between the 500,000 range and goes up just below the 700,000 range, and for that you can check out, there is quite a lot of options that the Seltos offers, up from the GT line down to the entry spec model. There's also a diesel derivative, which is the one that I would naturally go for, but this model does have a better DCT gearbox, and then it also has a 1.5 litre turbocharged petrol engine that is a little bit more powerful than what the diesel engine is. But the diesel derivative might give you a better fuel economy. I'm not sure about that, I haven't tested it out, but that's just my feelings. On the inside, you get a lot of storage space. There's a charging dock up at the top here, and then at the bottom here there's space for your keys and stuff, and then there USB connectivity and 12-volt sockets, 2 USB connectivities, USB and USB Type-C, and then there's this gear selection area, which is very simple, plain, and I like it. That's simple. I don't like that weird goodness. Also what I like is a black roof lining, and then ambient lighting at night is magic. It's very subtle and very neat. So in conclusion, I do recommend that you have a look at the Kia Seltos and what it is up against. Kia really offers quite an amazing deal, and they're offering a lot, with a lot of different products for you to select from in the Seltos range. So like I said, there's different engine options, from diesel to petrol to turbocharged petrol, with manual gearbox setup, DCT gearbox setup, as well as your conventional automatic. The 1.5 litre turbo petrol engine is quite dynamic. It is very chilled when you're driving like this, but as soon as you drop a gear, it is ready to go. It's very lively. The gearbox as well, very nice, DCT, 7-speed, and it shifts really well on its own. paddle shifting at the back here if you want to override it to make your drive a bit more engaging. The seats are comfortable, they are not heated, but there is a climate control over here. See, that's the sensor in front that just noticed that woman walking past the car. There are sensors all around the vehicle. The driving aid has a nice display with the vehicle in the middle, and it shows you that information when traffic is getting close. It does give you that beep, so it helps you with parking and also helps you in the road with your blind spot warning and that. The mirrors also have blind spot warning. The Kia Seltos even has a warning which tells you that the vehicle in front of you is moving, and it warns you to get a move on in case you fall asleep. Thank you guys for tuning into the channel. There are more in store. Next week I'll have the Kia Picanto on test, so you guys can follow, hit subscribe, share with your friends, and help us grow, help South African YouTubers grow. I'm chasing 1,000 followers as my short-term goal. At the moment I'm just above 700, and I'm putting in the work, trying to put out videos as often as possible whenever I get a test car, which is most likely on a weekly basis, and then sometimes I do get invited to launches.